subscribe, please click the like button, share and subscribe. It's free.
He refers to the fact that they drove to the traditional healer, Mkulu. Yesterday, you did comment on this version. Is that correct?
That is correct, my lord.
You can perhaps just put that on record, paragraph 4 and 5.
Yes, my lord. He says sometimes, paragraph 4, sometimes we drove to the traditional healer, Mkulu. We used to call him, and he is from Swaziland. This is the traditional healer we used to go to before we committed a crime. I suppose I wanted to say committing a crime. He is from Swaziland, paragraph 5. The Inyanga stays at Katlohong at Pamridge, and we entered there, three of us. Marco is the one who explained to the traditional healer Mkulu that we want to check if we are going to succeed in doing this job. He further mentioned to Mkulu that we are going to kill Senzo Meyiwa, and we were bought or hired by Kelu Kumalo, who was the girlfriend to Senzo Meyiwa.
ngesikhathi-ke sasike siye enyangeni esabizwa ukuthi umkhulu sasimshayela ucingo ngoba uvela eSwazini. Kusho ukuthi lena yile nyanga lena esasiya kuyona singakenzi ubugebengu ukuthi le nyanga lena yayivela eSwaziland. Le nyanga ihlale eKatlehong ePamridge. Sathi kuma singena lapho sangena sibathathu. Umakho uyena-ke owachaza kule nyanga lena umkhulu ukuthi sifuna ukuzohlola ukuthi uma-ke la esiyakhona sizophumelela yini ngalo msebenzi siyowenza. Futhi waqhubeka wachaza umkhulu ukuthi siyobulala uSenzo Meyiwa, futhi-ke sesiqashwe uKheli Khumalo girlfriend kaSenzo Meyiwa.
Yes,
Paragraph 6.
Paragraph 6 read as follows, my lord. Marco told us that Kelly want money from Senzo, but he never told Mkulu. that. Mkulu, traditional healer, checked for us and said we are going to succeed to kill the said person, and he also gave us protection medicine and beads to put on our arms or at our waist, which was going to make us to succeed in killing him and to protect us from any danger. We paid Mkulu 50 rand for taking our job.
Umakho wasitshela ukuthi uPheni wayefuna imali kuSenzo, kodwa akazange amtshele umakho umkhulu lokho. Umkhulu oweyinyanga wasihlolela, wasesitshela ukuthi-ke sizophumelela ekubulaleni lo muntu esifuna ukuyombulala, and futhi wasinika-ke ukusivikela, umuthi wokusivikela esawugcoba ezandleni nasokhalweni, okwakuyosenza ukuthi sikwazi ukuphumelela ekumbulaleni, nokuthi-ke kusivikele kunanoma yiphi ingozi. Umkhulu-ke sasesimkhokhela u-50 rand ukuthi asihlolele umsebenzi wethu.
Yesterday, you referred to the evidence of Mr. Lana Swani. Were all these facts that are mentioned in these paragraphs that you've placed on records, were they known to you or any member of the investigating team?
No, they were not known, my lord.
Brigadier Gininda, just in brief, without going through every sentence in the confession, the facts that are stated in this confession, Exhibit FF, were they known to you or any member of the team?
No, my lord, they were not known to us, my lord. In fact, my lord, as I said, what we heard at the time is that he was one of the shooters. We did not know that he was standing outside. This fact came from him. What I heard in terms of the affidavit that was disposed by Mr. Absalom Zongo is that him and accused two were the perpetrators. And that was in line with the docket. So in our understanding at the time is that he was one of the perpetrators. He gave a different submission as per this document, my lord. We didn't know this.
Sasakwazi lokho esakuthola ku-Absolute Mzungu ukuthi yena nomsolesi bili babe abanye bezelelisi ukuthi-ke yena wayemi ngaphandle sasingakwazi konke lokho esasikwazi nje ukuthi ilokho esikunikwe u-Absolute Mthembu.
My lord, we just request that the reference to what was said by Absolute Zungu be left out of account. Let's put the contents of paragraph 10 on record. Or maybe starting from paragraph 9.
Okay, my lord. So it reads as follows. After dropping the call, he told us that Kelly is calling and want to know if we are coming. Then we alighted at the corner and we walked on foot to the house. And the firearm was with Marco. And he asked who was going to enter the house. We decide that we can make as if we are committing a robbery, and the firearm was one and it was at Marco's possession. Marco asked who was going to get in, and I told them, no, me. I am going to stand outside and watch if there is somebody who come in and disturb us, and must quickly report. Marco and Makimbi got into the house, and Marco was the one who was in possession of the firearm. That's the end of paragraph 10.
Emva kokuthi-ke ngivaleke lolo cingo emva kokuthi avale lolo cingo wasesitshela ukuthi uKelly umshayeli wocingo efuna ukwazi ukuthi siyeza yini, and emva kwaloko-ke sasesiphume emotweni and sasesihamba ngey'nyawo ukuya endlini, and futhi-ke isibhamu sasiphume uphethe uMarco, and wayesesibuza ukuthi ubani ozongena endlini. Sasesike sikhuluma ukuthi-ke sizokwenza sengathi sizogebenga, and futhi isibhamu sasisodwa and siphethe uMarco. uMarco wasebuza ukuthi ubani ozongena, and ngase ngimtshela ukuthi mina ngizobe ngime ngaphandle, ukuthi ngiqaphelele ngaphandle ukuthi akekho yini ozoza azosithikameza, nebese-ke ngishesha-ke ngiyabika ukuthi ukhona yini. uMarco-ke noMakimba sibengene endlini, uMarco-ke uyena owayephethe isibhamu.
Now, were these facts known to the investigating team?
Lokhu akwaziwa yini ithimba eliphenyayo?
No, my lord. As I said, the information contained in the docket only referred to accused 1 and 2. This was not known to us.
Cha, lonke ulwazi lolu lwakhona kudocument lwalukhuluma ngomsolo wokuqala nowesibili. Kwakungaziwa konke lokhu kuthini
at that stage, my lord.
ngaleso sikhathi.
And the fact that reference is made to the fact that one of the assailants had a firearm, what is your comment?
Thini ukuthi-ke kuthiwe omunye-ke wazenhlizizelelisi wayephethe isibhamu.
My Lord, this corroborates the statements of the witness who were inside the house, who says the first suspect with dreadlocks had a firearm.
Lokho ngihambisana nofakazi okulethwe yilaba ababengaphakathi endlini ukuthi-ke lo owayenama-dreadlock uyena wayephethe isibhamu.
And what is your comment regarding the fact that mention is made of the fact that two assailants entered the house?
My Lord, that is also it also corroborates the statements of the people who were inside the house, because they describe two suspects, one short, one tall, my Lord.
Yebo futhi lokho kuhambisana nalabo ababengaphakathi endlini abasinufazi bokuthi babe babili abangena omude nomfishane.
Is paragraph 11?
Paragraph 11, my Lord, they entered and closed the door and demanded cell phones. According to them, they said they found 3 people in the house. That was Meiwa and the 2 girls in the dining room. One of those 2 girls was Kelly. They said Meiwa refused with the cell phone, and he stood up and grabbed each other with Marco. I'm reading as it's written here, my Lord. Marco took out the firearm and shot at him. Kelly ran to the bathroom and came back while still pushing each other. And the sound of the firearm came out as a result of Kelly ran back to the bedroom, and the shots came 2 times again. And they came out running, and we ran into the car which was parked at the corner of the street. We drove to the hostel, and they said they never took anything, cell phone or money.
Bangena basebevala isitapha becela ama-cell phone. Ngalokho abakusho-ke bathi bathola abantu abathathu besendlini, kusho ukuthi lona uMeyiwa namantombazane amabili e-dining room. Ayengeke lamantombazane kwakuwuKelly. Bathi-ke uMeyiwa wala ukubanika umakhalekhukhwini wakhe, wama wazama-ke ukubamba uMarco wakhipha isibhamu wasemdubula. uKelly wagijima wabalekela ebedroom, wase ebuya besa ngaleso sikhathi besabambene besaphushana. Umsindo-ke wesibhamu wazwakala futhi, and emva kwalokho uKelly wasebalekela futhi ebalekela ebedroom, and kusho ukuthi-ke isibhamu sisakhala futhi kabili, and base bephuma futhi begijima, and thina sasibalekela emotweni eyaseyipakwe ngasekhoneni lomgwaqo. Saseke sihamba ngaleyo moto siya ehostel. Bathi-ke abazange bathathe lutho kwa-cellphone kwamali.
What is your comment regarding what is contained in paragraph 11, especially the first sentence where it's written they entered and closed the door and demanded cell phones?
My Lord, it accords with what is contained in the witness statements. To say the suspects who entered the house demanded cell phones. There is a part of money, but here is not contained. But the part of cell phones and money is contained in the witnesses' statements. Although here it's only the make mention is only of cell phones. That's the first part.
Yebo, lo mfakazi lokho kuhambisana nalokufakazi sabo nikwa statementini zalabo babekhona ngaphakathi ukuthi laba bangena behlasela bafike bafuna ama-cell phone.
My Lord, it also accords with the struggle, because if you read the statements in the docket, it suggests that there was a struggle between the person who was carrying a firearm and the deceased. So accused number 1 in this paragraph mentions that, my Lord.
Futhi-ke umsolo qale echaza futhi ukuthi kwakunokubambana phakathi kwalo wayephethe isibhamu nomufi.
Furthermore, my lord, in this paragraph, accused one mentions the running away of Kelly Kumalo. And I seem to recall, my lord, that when the first shot was discharged, according to the statements, the people who were there ran to different directions. So that accords with what was said, my lord.
Futhi ke uyasho lana ukuthi uKelly Kumalo wabaleka and statement ke salapho bengaphakathi ziyasho ukuthi kwathi umakhala isibhamu babaleka.
Yes. Specific reference is made to the fact that Kelly ran to the bedroom.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, my lord. I seem to recall that there is that reference from Miss Kelly Kumalo that they ran to different directions, including the bedrooms, my lord, when the first shot went off.
Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi kwakukhona yebo nokusho ukuthi ekuvela kuKelly Kumalo ukuthi babaleka ukuthi uKelly Kumalo wabaleka ebalekela ebedroom.
And there's also reference to the fact that the occupants were in the dining room.
That is correct, my lord, and that's consistent with the statements that were disposed by the people who were inside the house.
Futhi ke babengaphakathi endlini basho futhi nabo ukuthi babese dining room nalana kulesi statement siyasho futhi ukuthi babese dining room.
And also reference is made to the firing of 2 shots.
That is correct, my lord. That is in line with some of the statements, but it's also in line with the ballistic expert. You know, who, according to the reports, they were able to refer to 2 firearms: 1 projectile that they worked on, and 1 damaged projectile, spent bullet that was damaged after it was discharged.
Athi yebo lokho ukuthi kwajutshulwa kabili kuyahambisana nalokho kubhalwe i-statement salaba ngaphakathi endlini, kodwa ke futhi kukhona nobufakazi obatholakala kulabo ababehlola ke ochwepheshe ehlole i-ballistics ukuthi kukhona inhlamvu nenhlamvu eyonakele yatholakala.
And just lastly on this point, if we can just read paragraph 12 in the record.
Paragraph 12 reads as follows, my lord. In the early morning, I received a call from Marco and said he was going to go and collect the money from Kelly. At about 0900, I received the money from Marco, who told me that we have received the money that we have received for our job. He gave me 30,000 for my share. We agreed, 3 of us, to give Mkulu 5,000 for his assistance in this job. Mkulu helped us to rinse ourselves with other medicine to remove the bad luck. That's paragraph 12, my lord.
Ekuseni ke ngathola ucingo oluvela kuMakho ethi ke uzoya ayolanda imali kuKelly. Ngesikhathi so-9 wasekuseni ngathola imali evela kuMakho wangitshela ukuthi sikhokhelelwa umsebenzi awenza. Wanginika isamba semali elingana na-3,300 ukuyingxenye eyayiyami kulo msebenzi. Sazwana-ke sibathathu ukuthi sizonika umkhulu imali engango-5,500 ngokuthi-ke asisize kulo msebenzi. Umkhulu wasisiza nangokuthi-ke sigezwe emuva kwalo msebenzi ukuthi sisuse ibhadi.
Now, yesterday you referred to the evidence of Mr. Lionel Zwane. What is your comment regarding this last sentence? Could you help us to rinse ourselves with other medicine to remove the bad luck?
Yes, my lord. No, it is in line with what Mr. Lionel Zwane told me, my lord, and what is contained in his statement, my lord.
Yebo, kuhambisana nalesi statement lesi engasithola umsolo ukuthi umkhulu wasisiza impela ukuthi sigeze ukuthi sisuse ibhadi noma umkhokha.
Now, were all these facts that are mentioned here known to the investigating team?
No, they were not, my lord.
Konke lokho kwakushiwo la sasingakwazi thina siyithemba lokuphela.
Just maybe lastly, paragraph 13.
Paragraph 13, my lord, reads as follows. We came back to the room where they dropped me and they left. Nobody came to us or police the story was the story was quiet. I heard that somebody is arrested in this case, and I knew that it was the wrong person, and it took short time and both of them were arrested for other crimes.
Sasisibuyela kuleli gumbi lapha ngishiya khona base beyahamba. Akuzange kube namuntu ozayo kithina noma amaphoyisa. Kwakuthule nje. Ngezwe ukuthi kukhona umuntu oboshiwe ngaleli cala. Ngangazi ukuthi kusho ukuthi ababesho babophe umuntu ongeyena. And futhi kwathatha isikhathi ukuthi bobabili baboshelwa amanye amacala.
Yeah, what is your comment regarding this?
My lord, it's in line with what happened. There was a gentleman by the surname of Mbata, if I recall, who was wrongfully arrested. He was subsequently then discharged. That is way back after this matter happened.
Yebo, lokho hambisana naloko kwenzeke ngoba emva kwalokho khona umunye owaboshwa okwakuthiwa uMbatha emva kwalesi sigameko wase kodwa-ke waphinde wakhululwa.
And what is contained there, that nobody came to us or police, the story was quiet?
That is correct, my lord. We only approach him, insofar as I know, my lord, if you look at the docket, this docket 636, we were the first people to approach accused number 1. Or that is on the 30th of May 2020, my lord.
Kuneqiniso lokho ngoba akuzange kube namuntu owaya ukuya kumsolo wokuqala kwaba yithina kule docket lena ku-636 kuleli cala ka-636 owaya eya kumsolo wokuqala ngomhla ka-30 kuMeyi ka-2020.
Yes, and I'm referring to the docket, my lord, 636 of 10/2014.
Ngikhuluma ngele docket ku-636 of 10 of 2014.
Now, in the final analysis, Brigadier, what is your comment now on the version of accused number 1 that he was approached with this document, Exhibit FF, that was already written down, or with the information that is contained in this document already written down, and that he was merely asked to sign?
That assertion, my lord, will not be correct. The details contained in these documents could only be known to him. I'm talking about even personal details, the names that are mentioned, the crime scene. As I've indicated, my lord, Colonel Mboto was not privy to the investigation. He could not have known even the crime scene as to what happened.
Ukuthi-ke lokho ukuthi-ke okubhalwe kule confession noma kwamukela icala kwafika kuyena msolo wokuqala sekubhaliwe ngeke kwazi ukuba iqiniso ngoba khona imininingwane eminingi amagama amaningi nokuchaza-ke uyicala lonke leli esasingakwazi futhi-ke uKenneth Mbotho wayengazi lutho ngaleli cala wayengeke akwazi konke lokhu okusho ukuthi-ke angeke kube yiliqiniso ukuthi lokhu kweza sekubhaliwe.
Yes, my lord. So the details, the essence, the details contained in this document, my lord, were not known to us. Even myself, as the lead investigating officer, I didn't know some of these details, my lord. Most of them.
yebo le mniningwane yonke khona lana sasingayazi futhi nami njengompheki ngangakwazi ningi engangakwazi lokubhaliwe la.
I may also add, my lord, that to be honest, at some stage when I read this document, I had a suspicion that perhaps he was actually the shooter, contrary to what he was telling me. But through investigation and the collaboration, I realized that indeed he was telling the truth when he says he was standing outside, and that led us to accuse number 3, 4, 5, my lord.
Futhi ke uma ngiloku ngibhekisisa le document le docket ngafika kwesinye isikhathi ngaze ngacabanga ukuthi mhlambe-ke kwakuyena owadubula nokuthi ke akulona iqiniso lela sitshela lona kodwa-ke masiloku siqhubekela phambili ngagcina ngibonela ukuthi cha wenjela iqiniso lokhu kwasitholela-ke nakumsolo wesithathu nowesine nowesihlanu.
Now, I have evidence just before the short adjournment that Mr. Sizwe Zungu also gave a statement to the effect that accused number 5 was driving a grey VW on the day of the incident. Can I refer you to the record of the proceedings on the 7th of September 2023, page 9?
Yes, my lord.
And from line 16 to 20.
Yes, indeed, my lord. So it reads as follows, my lord. Mr. Baloyi, did you see what vehicle accused 5 was driving on that day? Mr. Zungu, yes, I did. Mr. Baloyi, yes. What type of vehicle was he driving? Mr. Zungu, it was a grey Polo hatchback.
Uthi lena-ke ukubuza-ke umshushisi uBaloyi uthi wayibona yini imoto eyayishayelwa umsolo wesihlanu ngalelo langa. uZungu yaphendula uthi yebo. Uyabuza-ke futhi uBaloyi ukuthi yebo kwakuyinhlobo yemoto ayishayela. Uyaphendula-ke uZungu ukuthi kwakuyipolo egrey eyi-hatchback.
We can then get back to exhibit double F.
Family, what is surprising about everything that is going on in the court of Rata, we see Brigadier Gininda reading the confession of accused number 1, and you listen to what he is saying, you can seriously understand, as the accused is saying, this statement was given to him, written by whoever wrote it, because I think Gininda wrote the statement. Because family, we remember very well that his phone, when they arrested him, they took it away from him, and the Sergeant Mohula paged through the phone, and they called that Mkulu, whoever the number they found there, they called that person, so to make it look like everything was totally fabricated by the investigators who were working on this case. Because when we look at the wording, we realize that they make it look like the person who's writing didn't know how to write English. They make sure, even him, when he's reading Gininda, he's making sure that I'm reading as is, so that in our minds, he's trying to imply that this is the original statement from the accused number 1, because he's not a well-educated somebody and they make some discrepancies as he writes the statement. That is a proof to show that, okay, now we'll say, he wrote the statement, which is not true. You could see from them they are struggling to bring up the evidence that tie these people together. Even the car, the Polo VW that they are talking about, it doesn't make sense, because the color of the car, it's not exactly what, there's white, there's gray, you just don't understand that was being driven by accused number 5. That's where you see the discrepancies. And what is worse, the statement is consistently talking about Marco and Makimbi. None of the accused that are in the dock, that is naming their names, that they went to the traditional healer, they received the money. The one who received money is Marco. Everything who entered their house is Marco. Who was carrying the gun is Marco. Everything that he is reading there. Then why is he not reading the names of the people who are in the dock? That is a proof that all this is a fabricated case. The state does not have a case to stand on to pin these people down and say, these are the people who killed Senzo Mayu. Coming to the people that were in the house, there's a big discrepancy there. There were 7 people who were in the house. It was Kelly's mom, Kelly's kid, Senzo, Tumelo, Malala, Longwe Twala, and Zandi Kumalo. Those are the 7 people who were in the house. But what we are given here, we're giving a lie that only 2 girls and Senzo Mayu was in the house. That is a proof that all these things, when they fabricated it, the person who was writing it, he wrote it without knowledge as to how many people were in the house, that were found in the house. And now they switch it to look like, okay, it can be understandable. The guy was waiting outside. Only Makimbi and Marco entered the house. And what surprises me again is Longwe. Longwe is never mentioned in the statement. It's only when they talk about the money that there was a download of Longwe's cell phone whereby money was found that was in the bags. They say they find it in Kelly's, Kumalo, and Longwe, and the accused number 1. Those plastics that had a lot of money in it. But why Kelly was not arrested? Why Longwe was not arrested? Because if they are bringing this as an evidence, then those people should be in court too to answer for this case, but they are not there. Family, what do you think about what these people are trying to dribble us and make us understand that, oh, this is the legit confession that was written by accused number 1, which is not true. And you could see that even Gininda is stumbling in his evidence. He's not sure of what he's talking about. And there's a time where by the way, ask, is there anything that you will want to add? Say, oh, I don't want to say anything. I want to be guided by the prosecutor. Because he knows that it's how they rehearse it. They rehearse this thing so that they can look like he doesn't want to make a mistake on their rehearse, so that the judge can believe in all this nonsense that is brought in this court. Family, I say adlalo lapha sidlalwa nje izilima. Bayazo balo no Brigadier Gininda. Ayibayidlala lento yabo man. But bayidlala wrong because we understand. But let's wait for because I think on the cross-examination when it starts, it's when Gininda will understand that the defense have got no time to listen to all this nonsense, and they will roll him like crazy, and he will end up feeling like, I wish I didn't do this. That's the feeling that he will go with, and he will be rolled by because he has to answer the questions he likes it or not. Whatever is going to be asked from him, he has to answer it, because even the people who were investigating team with him, they came in court, they said everything has to be answered by Gininda. They didn't know anything, what exactly, because he was a sole investigator in this investigation of this. So, a very serious case whereby a celeb was killed. Family, what do you think about this? I hope, family, you will drop your comments respectfully, and don't forget to like and share. Gininda has got no hole to hide, because we are here to expose all the shenanigans that he has brought this court into. Disrespute. Bravo, bravo, bravo.